What's up, y'all? Got some hauls to share with you guys. Another somewhat mixed bag. Not so much. It's mostly a bunch of stuff from Ross, like one thing from Target, a few things from Walmart, some really cool things you might even be able to see through the bag a little. But actually, before I even get into those, I want to give you guys a little sneak peek. So, was it a few weeks back now? We took a trip back to San Diego. And I brought quite a bit of stuff back that I still had over at my parents' place. And then this weekend, my parents actually came back. But usually when they come visit us, they fly. But they came back with my brother and his girlfriend and their kids. Cause his girlfriend, she has siblings here in Vegas. And so, it's kind of a Christmas thing. They're visiting them for the holidays, and they brought my parents, and so my parents are staying with us. But my brother was cool enough to bring back a few more things, just a box. I mean, they're traveling, whole family, so they only had so much extra space. But he brought back a few things for me. These were actually in a bigger box with a bunch of stuff, and he was cool enough. I asked him, specifically, like, can you take these out of that box? And, you can even put them in a trash bag, but he actually found this box to throw them in. So, brought back a few more stuff. Mostly, it's all G.I. Joe stuff, actually. So, there's that. Really cool. I've actually, you know what? I got this for my birthday back in 2000. I don't even know when anymore. An old friend from Union City. If you follow me for a long time, you might actually have seen that opening party video. But yeah, this was a birthday present from years back. But anyway, and then there's I think actually that's the only vehicle, and the rest of this box is 2 play sets. It's that Cobra Mountain playset, and this, I don't know if it was called G.I. Joe Headquarters. It was a 2000-something release. It was actually a re-release of an older Real American Hero playset. So yeah, I'll get those put back together soon, and it's really cool to finally, because some of the things that got left behind, I brought most of my collection back, but the larger boxes full of playsets and vehicles, mainly, are what got left behind, as well as some Lego and Mega Bloks. But yeah, so cool to have these back. All right, on to these Ross hauls. I got some cool stuff, and if you guys have Ross, oh man, you need to be checking your Ross. Okay, here's the thing. I found out that during the holidays, now if you've been hitting up Ross at all, you might have also been finding some cool stuff, or if you've been following me, you've seen that I've been finding some cool stuff. So during the holidays, they actually are getting shipments in daily. Now, typically, for the rest of the year, they get a shipment in once a week. So it's like Ross is always a hit and miss most of the year. You'll find some cool things, but it's always like you never know when. But during the holidays, man, there's just so much good stuff being put out. So anyway, let's get to this first. So right now, there's quite a few Black Series you can find at Ross, but it's like mostly the same ones. The Rogue One peg warmers, mostly. But it was cool to see something different, and I decided to grab this, kind of like with my... Well, you know what? I haven't even done a video talking about The Last Jedi. I'll talk about it in a whole separate video. But yeah, I got to see it thanks to Chris, aka RexFlexAll69. He had premiere tickets. And I'll just say this real quick. I'll say a lot more in a video about it. But, if you know me, if you've been following, you've heard me talk about it. I hated The Force Awakens. Last Jedi, holy crap, it was good. So anyway, with kind of a renewed interest, I decided to go ahead and grab this C-3PO, because it was $7.99. Why the hell not? And then found another G.I. Joe 50th pack. So I think this might make, is this the 4th or 5th different 50th anniversary pack that I found at Ross. And again, if you missed the previous ones, $9.99. You just you can't pass these up if you're a G.I. Joe fan. Now, if you're a diehard G.I. Joe fan, you probably bought these already, either at Toys R Us or online. Hopefully not more than retail. I never saw them. So there you go, heavy duty stiletto for $10. But when it comes to deals, now this is a great Ross find. Now it's not like great as oh, it's such an awesome thing, but just as far as deals go. So it's the Ninja Turtles movie, the Mega Bloks, the Battle Truck. That's what they were calling it, the Battle Truck. But and again, I'm actually a fan. I liked the movie, both movies, in fact, but the second one was better. Anyway, look at that, $6.99, and it says comparable value there, $15. But that's this thing was originally, I don't know off the top of my head, but I want to say this was like a $30 to $40 set at retail. I've seen it previously at Ross with it was like $16.99 comparable value. I don't know, it feels like $25, $30, something like that, but $6.99. Yeah, it's like last season's toy, but that's what's cool if you're into stuff, but sometimes you just not for that price, or whatever. But for $6.99, how could you pass that up for a set that was like $30, $40? And that's if you're into the Turtles at all and stuff. So especially the movie Turtles, but it's pretty cool. Some of two of the Turtles, as well as a foot soldier. And then at another Ross, more mostly Mega Bloks, Mega Constructs. Well, actually not mostly, all Mega Bloks, Mega Constructs goodness. Luckily, in my area where I live, like within a 4 to 5 mile radius, I actually have a bunch of Ross stores. I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or so. Yeah, here's the thing though. It's like I don't, unlike before, and I've said this before, but for those of you who don't watch every video or really listen, I don't get the time to just go out and hit stores like I used to. Like before, man, I could go out daily and hit up all those stores in one morning or whenever time of the day. Now it's really just spread out. It's like I can hit a store when I'm like, if it's on the way of like actual errands, like stuff I need to do, or groceries and stuff like that. Like most of the time, if I go to Walmart or Target, I'm not going just to go look at toys. It's because like, oh, I gotta, it's for groceries and stuff like that. And it all depends on, where my daughter's at. If it's, if it's between, the times of her breakfast and lunch or dinner, and if she's napping or up or, stuff like that, I know to those of you who aren't parents, you really can't understand, but I'm just letting you know. So it's like, just to put in perspective, it's not like before where I can just go on toy runs. I don't go on toy runs anymore. So anyway, moving on. Some cool stuff. Look at that. The Banished Ghost Rush. This is one of those sets that I probably would never have picked up. I'm not as big of a Halo, Mega Bloks, now Mega Constructs collector as I used to be. And this is one of those sets I probably would have never picked up at regular price. It's not like it's expensive. It's like a $10 set, but still, for $5, yeah, that's a definite why not. And then this set. This was one that never even really caught my attention at regular retail. I know there was a earlier, I actually might have had the earlier set with a spade that came with one of the characters from Halo Reach. I don't know if was it George? I don't remember. But anyway, so this was a newer version of the spade. The spade UNSC Spade Rush. Only $7.99 for $8. You know, a cool little vehicle, plus two pretty badass looking Spartans. There's an EVA and a Spartan operator. You know, $8 at Ross. And then there's this. Now, I have mostly held off on collecting like the World War II stuff. I mean, I've had issues with the Call of Duty stuff, largely because we don't have an opposing force. We don't have, like, World War II. We don't have the Germans. It's probably not politically correct to say that in this day and age. Yeah, political correctness. Anyway, the Nazis especially, you say that. Or, you know, with the modern stuff, you know, it's like, where's I'm not even gonna say the words that refer to the opposing force of like the modern military stuff. But I've had huge issues with it, and that's why, you know, I collected like most of the first Call of Duty stuff, but after a while it's like, they got no bad guys. You know? What the hell's the bad guys? Zombies don't freaking count. You know, and then only more recently they released a few sets. I think the only sets they've come in is those I don't even remember what they call them, but those shipping container sets. Like the mercenary dudes, if you can count those as like bad guys. But I'm like, but specifically with the World War II stuff, or I think they've even done some Vietnam type era stuff. So where's the Viet Congs and stuff, you know? But yeah, especially with the World War II stuff, where these, it was such a specific, you know, war that it's like, where are these dudes? What are you supposed to do with them? Just have them training, resting all the time, you know? But anyway, at least with the modern stuff, there's a lot of other ways you can use them, especially for me. You know, as a big, you know, superhero fan too, and I got like the Mega Bloks Marvel stuff. Hell, you can have like military guys going up against like Magneto and stuff like that. So anyway, this is I've held off on a lot of the World War II stuff, but for $15.99, $16 for this battle tank, you know, it is a cool piece. Even if I won't have any Nazis, you know, for it to go up against, it's still, you know, for $16, that is a cool tank. All right, and then I got just one little thing at Target. I thought this was cool. Those that have been following me long enough know that I was on Ninjago from the very beginning. The very beginning. And so I was pretty big into it at the very beginning. Then I kind of lost interest, and then I always thought it was awesome that they brought it back, because it's not super common that Lego brings back one of their original, you know, themes and stuff after they decide to really, you know, retire it. But I thought, man, that's cool that Ninjago is that popular that they really brought it back, and man, they brought it back with a vengeance. You know, it didn't fail. It's only gotten more popular, and all up to the point that we got a Lego Ninjago movie. So anyway, I haven't really followed it much since it's come back. Nor have I seen the movie yet, but I actually will buy the movie, even if I haven't really followed Ninjago. I will buy the movie, and I will watch the movie. I'm pretty sure it's good and worth owning. So anyway, saw this little poly bag for a figure. See, it's not just every day we get a poly bag for just a figure. You know, at regular retail, that's not some special promo that you have to spend so much on to get. You know, and I'm not sure. I think this is Lloyd Garmadon. You know, those of you who are Ninjago, you know, fans, you probably know. I just thought it was cool. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, I'll find out later, and I'll probably be into it. But, you know, $2.99 for a minifig, which, you know, to me, you know, I've been collecting Lego a long time, so it's like, $3 for a minifig, but still, it's pretty cool. And then winding down to the last stuff from Walmart. First up, I picked up a new shirt. It's too cold to be wearing t-shirts alone. And so it's almost like, what's the point of graphic tee, since I'll always be wearing sweater or something over it. But, you know me and graphic tees. I got a serious romance with with graphic tees. But check that out. This Marvel all over print shirt. Now it's only in the front, but still, you know, that is a cool all over print shirt. And it's, you know, it's very modern, you know. I haven't read much of the modern comics, so, you know, I can recognize who these characters are, but mostly I haven't seen them in these renditions in the comics. But some of them are so, you know, iconic that they still look, you know, you can't miss Thor, Spider-Man, Daredevil, you know, Cap. Cool to see Elektra in there. Not sure if that's what character that is. Iron Fist, Iron Man, Nick Fury, Luke Cage, Power Man. I think that's actually Jessica Jones. Jewel is what she's called, or something like that in costume. Hulk, obviously, look how huge he is. And then this is, I forget her name, but that's a current or modern version of Hawkeye. So yeah, gotta love Walmart when it comes to graphic tees. Only $7.50. You know, I almost never, you know, like the regular full price for graphic tees these days is like $20-25. That's just crazy. You know, and there's like online stores. I forget the name of that one. Styling Online, I think that's one of the biggest. You know, and they always have like 10 different booths at San Diego Comic-Con. But it's like $20-25 for a graphic tee. Yeah, eat a damn dick. You can get cool ones at Walmart for $8, less than $8. Yeah, you know, 10-ish, 10 to 15, I'm okay with. But man, we can get them for this cheap, especially this cool. Why not? All right, and down to the very last things here in this haul, this Walmart bag. So you might have seen I already, you know, posted that video finding these in the store. I didn't get the others for now. I'm actually a Futurama fan, and I like Star Trek, classic Star Trek, but these versions of the characters, they're not like super must-haves to me. I haven't even backtracked and gotten the Star Trek Next Generation ones from Series 1, Picard and the Borg, because I know they'll be there. You know, I do want them. It's no question, but I know they'll be on the pegs still. Even with Series 2 out, those will still be on the pegs. Although I'm saying that now, it's like a knock on wood. I should go grab them, because then next thing I know, I'll keep putting it off, and then boom, they're just gone. So anyway, it's the rest of the Wave series. Futurama, Fry and Bender, and then Captain Kirk and Commander Spock. I forget the name of that episode. It's one of the you know, more notable episodes from classic Star Trek where Kirk and Spock actually had to fight each other. But anyway, back to these. So I just got these for now, because it's like, I'd be dumb as hell to not grab these as I see them. Tila and Beastman. Man, these are some cool figs. Really big kudos to Mega for doing these. Although, you know what? Thumbs up and thumbs down at the same time, because I'm like, come on, what are you guys thinking? How dumb can you be to not just do a full line of Masters of the Universe? Come on, make it happen. Look how cool these are. People, you know, people are gonna love these. You know, we got He-Man and Skeletor and Teela and Beastman, and we're all itching to find out who's next, but it's like almost, why should we even be wondering who's next? Why don't we just get a whole theme with vehicles and playsets? Make it happen, Mega. Come on. Be cool. Be cool.